Why do we procrastinate? Quite simply because we don't want to do something, or rather our brain thinks we shouldn't do it. You see, it's perfectly possible to know that you need to do something, to intend to do it, and then find that you're not doing it. Why? Because somewhere deep inside, your brain thinks it's a really bad idea. It may be worried about what people are going to say. It may be worried about rocking the boat, changing the circumstances. It may be worried that you might fail and you might feel bad. So what it does is it puts you off. And it can be really difficult to overcome the whisperings of your very helpful friend. I like to work with my brain. So when my unhelpful friend is trying to protect me, I like to give it something back as a counter-argument. I like to give it choice. Because think about it, there are 4 options really, aren't there? If you have a task that you've been putting off doing and it's beginning to stress you out and bother you more and more and more, there are 4 things you can do. You can not do it and worry about not doing it. In other words, you can continue to procrastinate. You can feel bad about yourself or not. Or you can not do it and not feel bad about it. And that is an option. A problem is not a problem unless it's actually a problem to you. So if procrastination isn't a problem to you, then it's not actually a problem. Or you can do it and worry about it and feel all those feelings and push through. And that's what I call the push option, where you're building your character, you're identifying what it is that's stopping you and bothering you, and you're doing it regardless. And that is super great. Very character building. But the option I like to do, the 4th option, is what I call the pull option, where I do it and I reframe it so that there are benefits. So when my brain starts chirping and saying, you don't want to do that because it's boring and you'll feel bad and people might say, I counter with, I know that's a possibility, but actually I do want to do it because this benefit, this good thing, I will feel this. Because ultimately, procrastination is about trying to avoid feeling something that we don't want to face. So what we need to do is to give our brain a positive that we can feel if we do it. Because it's ironic, isn't it? By procrastinating, by trying to avoid the stress, we actually create more stress. There's the loss of confidence in ourselves and trust in ourselves. Especially if you're a serial procrastinator and you failed continually to do things that you set out to do, what you're teaching yourself is you don't do the things you intend to do. You have no willpower, you have no strength of character, you are a failure, you are a loser. I mean, these thoughts come up, don't they? And in fact, you might be teaching other people the same. So by trying to avoid feeling bad doing it, we actually feel worse. So I like to give my brain the choice. You can do it or not do it. Why don't you want to do it? These reasons. Why you do want to do it? These reasons. What are you going to choose? I don't want to feel this, but I will feel that. Because there are things in life that we do have to do, and they aren't always pleasant. But if you can find a way to find the buy-in, the positive in it, it'll make it so much easier with so much less internal resistance and physical stress.